Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that flag accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got room. Touchdown, Jaguars! Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion left, Robinson. On 2nd and 10, Jones. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Jones for a Giants first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. These two teams, the Jags and Giants, 2 lowest scoring teams in the NFL last year in 2021. The Jags 14.9 points a game. Giants only slightly better, 15.2. Now, by comparison, you think about the Cowboys, they led the league 31.2 points per game. So more than both of these two clubs combined. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A first down carry for Barkley. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point safely through, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. J.J. Watt drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Jones now throwing to start the drive.
That's complete to Tony.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. In motion left, Robinson. From the 17, Jones. Check down to Breida. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Play action. It's Smith. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. Saquon Barkley running right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Jaguars. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead.
This no good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll run with Barkley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The 20. And he will take this one down.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Looking for Shepard deep. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if you
key in
know,
on him.
right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensive.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 40 yards.
And the Jaguars just continue to roll.
The extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up
to make it pass.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff to Barkley. And he's brought down. 241 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offense.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 48 yards. Jones on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to claw one back. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point try good by Gano. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Barkley inside handoff. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command.
I got him. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Go.
Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Barkley will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. He's got a man. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll look to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Off the play fake. Jones. And now here is another interception.
And the Jags are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he stopped immediately there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go on fourth down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Saquon Barkley denied on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took it